Hey, welcome to 10-Minute Daily Reality Check, Monday, July the 31st. Hope you had a great weekend. How was your weekend? I know you can't answer me back. I actually had a really good weekend this weekend. It was nice to just chill, relax, get some stuff done, work on some things. Man, I got some stuff in works right now that is just going to blow you away. I am actually writing 2 new books. One of them is a kind of an autobiography, tell-all autobiography from dating to divorce and beyond, because I truly want all the people that have gone through a divorce to have hope again. The beyond is the hope, kind of like the Bed Bath & Beyond. Every time I go into Bed Bath & Beyond, I always walk in there and I say to myself, exactly can you show me where beyond is? Are there aliens here? It was actually a funny thing. I used to, when I did boot camps, I used to take these guys, and I still do boot camps, but I used to take these guys into Bed Bath & Beyond, and one of the exercises was to get them out of their head was to go ask everybody what beyond was. Excuse me, can you please tell me the definition of beyond? I need to know what it is. And if you do it right, you'll actually get a really interesting conversation going with a total stranger. For one, they're going to think you're nuts, which is cool. 2, they're going to think you're different and interesting, which is cool. And 3rd, they'll think you're highly creative, which everybody wants to be around somebody creative. So I've got these amazing books I'm in the process of writing right now. One is a communication book about really saying whatever's on your mind. About 5 or 6 chapters in right now, and I probably got about 5 or 6 more chapters left to finish it. It's going to be a really short book. The other book, The Dating to Divorce and Beyond, that book has been being written for 7 years. It actually started when my daughter was born. There's a lot of lessons in there from being a father. There's a lot of lessons in there from choosing the wrong woman. There's a lot of lessons in there on my personal life. And there's a lot of lessons in there about battling and for a daughter and understanding, what it means to be a parent and learning how to co-parent with somebody who you don't really hang with anymore. There's a lot of stuff in there. There's lies, there's stories. It's great. And I'm writing it as a novel, which is really different for me. I've written a lot of things before. I've always written how-to stuff, but now I'm writing it as a novel, and it's really interesting to be able to write the dialogue and to write the character of me and the character of other people and the character of friends. It's fascinating. It's a fascinating journey because you get to relive conversations that you had with people in the past. You get to decide which one of your friends are actually going to be in the book. You get to really explore some things. I'm an amazing note taker. I have basically journaled my entire life for the last 7 years. I've saved every single email, every correspondence between people, every text message. So it's been interesting to go back and really look at things to write the characters, because when you write a book like this, it takes a lot more research than you can even imagine. And the process of it has been really fascinating because I've gone back and I've remembered things. I remembered events. I remembered things. I remembered conversations that changed. And not everything. You can't put everything that's been in your life for a 7-year period in a book, because then you'd have a book the size of War and Peace. And technically, you really don't want to do that. But you have to make the story really interesting. And it's all based on truth. It's all based on my truth. It's all based on what I've been through. And it's different than what I've ever written before, because I've always wanted to get into writing a novel. It's always been something that I truly wanted to do. And, somebody suggested to do this novel. So I'm listening to the higher powers and allowing this one to come through me. Anyway, that was my weekend. I want to talk to you today about something really interesting. It's called Pavlov's dater. Pavlov's dater. Now, for all of you that know Pavlov, Pavlov is the dog that was conditioned by the great Pavlov. I'm not going to sit here and tell you who Pavlov is. If you don't know who it is, go Google it and fucking find out for yourself. But the dogs became conditioned to bells, dining, eating. There was a lot of different things in Pavlov's experiment. I don't even remember the details. But I found that the modern dater now has become Pavlovian, and they've started to date like Pavlov's dater. It's amazing how many people don't want to go back out there and date, yet they're in bad relationships. So they're so conditioned to not want to go back out there and date because they feel like they're going to get ghosted. They feel like they're going to get rejected. They feel like that they're not going to meet anybody. They feel like there's no good men or no good women out there. It's all social conditioning. Where they live is not a great place to live. Los Angeles, Houston, Chicago, Des Moines, Alabama. Alabama, holy shit, what a fucked up state that is to date in. I'm just kidding. I've never been there. But a lot of people feel that through their past experiences and other people's experiences, they always think the worst, and that is all called Pavlovian dating. It's all conditioning for you to think the worst. As a matter of fact, I was talking to a client the other night, and she was really awesome and great, and she was like, God, I don't want to go back out there at all again. I don't want to get back on Match or eHarmony or OkCupid or anything like that. And then what am I going to tell my mom and my dad and my stepsister and my cousin and my friends? Oh my God, what are they going to think about me? I mean, this is a conversation I have probably 3 or 4 times a day with different people. Everybody feels like this is going to be the worst thing in the world because we've been trained that dating, Pavlov dating is terrible. I don't want to be back out there. I don't want to go do this again. Dating is hard. Dating is not safe. Dating is bad. There are no good people out there. You hear all the things that people are saying all the time, and it's all mindset. You see, the older we get, the more fucked up we become. And that's just the truth. The more life experience we have, the more experiences we share with people, the more things that we go through in life, the more fucked up we become, the more baggage we become. Unless we're just these incredibly self-proclaimed gurus, and we literally have transformed and we've gone through and done so much radical authenticity and radical therapy that we are actually so evolved that none of our past shit bothers us at all. So we don't go into the realm of Pavlov dating at all. As a matter of fact, we can just go and meet whomever we want, have whatever experience we want, and we have no fear. But the majority of people are Pavlov daters. The majority of people are bringing their past into things, their past anger, their past hurt, their past pain. I've yet to have a relationship with an adult that I did not come up with my past shit and it didn't match their past shit. As a matter of fact, it was almost like we were driving down the past shit highway. And all of a sudden, we'd be a month or two into the relationship and then boom, man, we get into this past shit accident. We're talking about a multi-car pileup. We're talking the ghosts of mom, the ghost of dad, the ghost of grandma, the ghost of grandpa, the ghost of great-grandpa. Hell, man, there's a 1914 Model T Ford in these fucking accidents that go on the past shit highway. The past shit highway is the highway that doesn't allow us to move forward. And that's how we've become Pavlovian daters. We bring all this stuff in, and then we bring the preconceived notion of what we think where we are in modern society. So we have the past shit highway meets Pavlovian dater, okay? And Pavlovian dater is literally dealing with, well, the present day highway, and that highway is full of flakers and takers and people that just don't want to be with you and people who ghost you and people that aren't what they say they are. And then boom, man, past shit highway hits fucking Pavlovian highway. And we got a whole fucking dating mess that's going on out there with the majority of people. You get what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying today? You need to forget about the past. We're all fucked up from the past, okay? You need to go get some coaching, go get some therapy, and go figure your shit out. Because if you don't figure your shit out, your shit's going to continue to come up like a bad toilet. You can't wipe your shit away with one ply because there's so much shit on your past shit highway. And if you go into life and dating and you think to yourself that there's no good people out there and the town you live in sucks, well, that's all fucking training, Pavlovian training. Fucking Pavlov meets the past shit highway. Welcome to the 10-minute daily reality check, Monday, July the 31st. Happy August tomorrow. We got a good week. Eddie Palmer's coming back. I've been promising him for days. Eddie Palmer's going to come back. John Keegan's going to come back. We got a lot of people coming back. Hope you enjoyed the narcissistic post from over the weekend, and have an amazing Monday. If you truly want a date, you need to forget about what other people say. You need to condition your mind. And here's the conditioning of your mind. I am and I will forget about my past shit highway. And if I can't, I'm going to go get therapy. So my past shit highway will never, ever fuck me up ever again. And then, and only then, will I truly believe that being single is the greatest state of mind in the entire world, because it gives you the opportunity to meet someone you've never met before. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord, right? Wow, you can meet someone you've never met before. Isn't that fucking fantastic? Somebody you've never met before. That's always been my mantra and mindset. And sure enough, it's always worked out that way. Have all my relationships been great? Fuck no. But I always meet somebody different than I've ever met before. And that's the beauty of being single. Do me a favor, rate me on iTunes, spread this around to anybody you know who's driving down the past shit highway right now. Spread this podcast all over that fucking past shit highway and clean up and call AAA and get rid of the pileups. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you for the 1st of August tomorrow.